What it really do again? Welcome back to the channel. As always, you better be having a good day. Shit. Now with that being said, for you guys today, we have the new update that just dropped, and you know what secret pack they just released, bro? Excuse me? Yeah, you know I got it on deck, bro. If you need real life Yu-Gi-Oh cards like these ones, link in the description below. We do have a sponsorship from my guy Jay, so get in there, get some Yu-Gi-Oh cards, go play some real life Yu-Gi-Oh, feel me? Besides that, let's get into the update, right? We just gotta go to the shop. I already saw it, I just haven't picked anything. I saw it in my laptop this morning, that's why I know that we do have an update, right? So we're gonna get into my 2 free pools. I'm gonna show you two different deck lists for this decks, and then we're gonna do some live gameplay real quick, one time for the one time. So let me see what we get from this pack right here. Oh my goodness, let me see something. Featured cards, you want 2 of these 100%. You guys know, so come on, you need 1 of these. This is a staple for everything, bro. If you don't get anything out of this, please make sure that you get this thing. Like you need that thing. For it's one of my favorite cards too, man. Too saucy. This thing is tough right now, especially in the meta. You could banish traps, banish spells, banish monsters. This thing is tough. You might need 1 of those. This thing is not necessarily, it's good to have sometimes, but most people don't play it. And yeah, 3 more years, you know how that goes, and you guys know how to go. So go. Let's not waste too much time. Let me see it. Konami does not care about me right now. They know I already have the deck built. That's what it is. That's I mean, listen, bro. You either win or you lose. You feel me? I was not expecting that. I freaking love this card too. Look at the artwork. First of all, look at the artwork. All right, we got lucky with that, Konami. Thank you. I don't know what I did to you, but thank you. All right. And then that's that. By doing that, you basically just get the whole secret pack out of the thing, right? So now I'm not gonna do no polls. I don't have gems to do no polls anyways, and I already have the deck, like I said. Why does it have the exclamation mark? What's going on? All right. And let's see what we get from here. Oh my goodness, look at it, bro. Look at it. And look at it in real life too, bro. It's my favorite card in the game. If you guys didn't know, if you didn't know that, I don't know, you haven't been on the channel. But I freaking love this deck. I freaking love this card right here. Let's see what we get out of this one. I mean, let me see, Konami. What the heck is that? I mean, I'm not gonna be upset about it, but what in the, okay, yeah. We got a Yu-Gi-Oh! Punk Wagon. You definitely need 1 of those in the deck, right? So those are the 2 packs. If you want to play some Punk, you're in the right channel, bro. I am a Punk main. All I do is Punk and play, man. That's all I do. So we also do have these 2 things right here, which is fire. This looks tough, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. This looks tough. I'm not gonna get it though, because there's something else I wanna get. This looks fire too. I'm not gonna lie, man. That is tough. That sleeve is tough, but that's not what I'm here for. That's yeah. Don't even talk to me, bro. Don't even talk to me. I don't even have to think about that. Like that's mine. It's mine. Secret pack, whatever. I don't care about that. Yada yada yada. So that's it. Now let me show you some deck lists of both of these decks right here. How you wanna run the deck and whatever not. And then we're gonna do some live gameplay, right? So let's get into that. Oh, right, gang, here we are for the Sorso portion of the video, the deck list portion, right? So we are running 2 Adaras, and basically this thing, and this thing are fodder. Basically cards that you need for your Moyi to show or to discard with your strategist, right? But also there's a little combo that you could do. Most of you guys probably know this, but if you don't, it's just basically when you activate this effect, right, you're basically gonna get these 2 bodies onto the field. That way you can make yourself a level 8 with a level 7 and a level 1 tuner. Really good, and you're gonna end up with this thing on the field as well. So that's why we run through 2 of these, 3 of these, and 2 of these, right? Then we run 3 maxis, 3 Ash Blossoms. I am running 1 Shatana. I like Shatana because basically when this thing is on the field, if this thing gets popped, Shatana says, okay, I'm gonna special summon this thing back and I'm gonna pop something on the a monster on the field as well, which is really good because if you have this on the field and this thing is active, this thing is active, and this thing is active, right? So then we are running 3 Soulso more Yees. Again, this is your number 1 starter. You just basically make sure that you have a Soulso, a Soulso or Worm card in the hand in order to show when you activate this thing's effect, right? Then you have the Soulso tie-up, which is essentially Moye is way better than it, but you know this will also do the job where you're just gonna banish a worm or a rare monster or a Soulso card from the graveyard in order to activate this thing's effect to get your token and go into your place that way, right? Incredibly Cliché is incredible because you could special summon her or normal summon her either way, but basically when you activate her effect, you're going to special summon the Moyi. Make sure that you have a Soulso card in the hand, activate that thing's effect, and you're gonna combo off that way. We run 2 strategies because this thing got limited to 1. I don't know if they should just bring it back to 3, honestly speaking. It's like Soulso is a good deck. Actually, it's like I think it's top 2 in the meta, in Master Duel meta right now, or something like that. But this does hit the consistency of it a little bit, but I think they should bump this up to 3 again. Then we run 2 Tenjis Vashudas. Again, we don't need more than 2. This thing is some cracky sauciness. When this thing is on the field, you get to bounce a card back into the hand, which is really nice. So I like that. Then again, your Tenji Ashuna, you could banish this thing. Basically, if this thing is on the field, right, it basically says, if you control no face or whatever, you could banish this card from your hand or graveyard, special summon 1 Tenji monster from your deck, which is really good, right? So then, we run 1 Protos, which basically the heart of the freaking deck when it comes to playing competitively, because you're always going to try and end up on this thing, so you could basically call Dark and just try and win some games that way, right? Or if you're going second, you can manage to get this thing out, then you just call whatever attribute they have, you're gonna pop that thing and maybe you could win the game that way, right? I am running 1 Heartbeat Feather Duster because, you know, Labyrinth and all that extra stuff. And yeah, I didn't have any other card that I really wanted to put in here, and I didn't want to run this at 3, so I ran this thing at 1. Then 2 Part of the Size. I'm not a big fan of it, but sometimes this thing will get you what you need to win games, ironically. But you know, most people play this when they play competitive as well, so I wanted to run it at 2 just for consistency reasons, right? But unfortunately, the bad thing about this, sometimes that going first, if you use it, you might banish this thing, and now you're having a sad day, right? Then we are running 2 triple tactic talents because, you know, everybody wants to play on your turn, so you're gonna draw 2 cards. You're either gonna take a monster or you're gonna get rid of a card from their hand. We are running 3 Source of Emergence. This is your Searcher, so one of the best cards that you could have, right? So we need 3 of those. Also, you could, this is another card you could show for this effect. You could banish it for this effect, or you could get rid of it for this effect as well. So it's really nice. Also, this is how you search out your Protos when you have a synchro monster on the field. So really good, right? Then we run 2 Call by the Graves because you gotta dial them digits to call your opponent's grave out of there. Whatever they have in there was never there. Call it out of there, get it out of there. You never saw it. 1 Cross Out Designated because you gotta cross out your opponent when they try to hit you with the Infinite, with the Max Seed, the Ash Blossom, or the Call by the Grave themselves. So you got that. Then I am running 1 Heavenly Dragon Circle. This is the way you're gonna dodge Infinite Impermanence as well. So it's really good, which basically says tribute 1 weird monster, add 1 weird monster from your deck to your hand, and or tribute a non-effect monster to activate this card. You can special summon it instead, but negate its effect. So it could help you go into some extra plays as well, essentially with these things right here, right? When you have this thing on the field, so that's really good. Then 2 Infinite Impermanence because you infinitely have to impermanence your opponent. And yeah, we do have a for a target as a cross out designated as well. Then we do run 1 Source of Blackout just to pop 2 cards on the field if we can. Best scenario is that this thing is on the field, so you're gonna activate this thing's effect, target this thing which cannot be destroyed, and then you pop 2 cards on the field. That's the best case scenario, right? Now for our extra deck, we run 1 Yanxi Evil of the Yangtze, 1 Baxia, 1 Aurora Whale. Now listen, brothers, it's just my sauciness. You don't have to run this at all. You could probably just run another Baxia if you don't want to run that thing, but you can make this thing with your token at another level 4. So, and I like it because you're not gonna make it on your turn, but if you can make this thing on your opponent's turn, and they have a bunch of attack position monsters because you survived the onslaught, right? Then you know you're gonna have a great day if you can manage to get this out, because you're just gonna pop everything on the field. It's up to you. You could take it out. It's just I like it. One Draco Berserker of the Tenyi, because you gotta be berserk and banish something. Again, level 8, so we make level 8 like it's nobody's business. So if you need that, pop a monster on the field, you can attack again, getting the attack boost, really nice. And then we do run water monsters right here, right here. So this thing right here to negate traps and spells if you need to. Sorry. And 2 Sorcerer Grandmasters. You don't need more than 2, honestly speaking, this deck. So yeah, this is your main combo, but you're gonna see it when I play the deck most likely. Then we run one Shanfeng Phantom of the Yangtze. This is not a, you could get rid of this. I know it'll be crazy competitively, you want to have it, right? But you can get rid of it if you don't want to really use it. If you don't have the UR dose, you could put something else in there, again like another Baxia or something like that. Then Baron de la Flor, you gotta have one of those in there because we can't make level 10. Most of the time, what the end board that you're gonna have is this thing, or this thing. The end board that you're mainly gonna have is this thing plus this thing, or this thing plus this thing, or this thing plus this thing right here. So Baron de Floor. Then Soul Searcher Ring 7 Chen Ying, Sauciness, right? If they banish a card, if anything gets banished, you're just gonna have a great day because you're gonna banish stuff from the graveyard and the field. So nice, right? Then Soul Sinister. This thing is some cracky sauciness, especially right now. This thing might win your game alone, in the sense that if you could banish a spell, banish a trap after you already burned them with this thing, when you made this thing, it's a bunch of damage, bro. So if you survive that first turn, it's almost really easy to OTK right after that, which is crazy. Also, a lot of cards don't, or a lot of spells or monsters do not want to be banished in this meta, so it's really good, right? Then we are running 3 Monks of the Tenyi. You could definitely run this at 2. But 3 is best. I think it's better to run it at 3, right? Because you know your extra deck doesn't need to be too cluttered. So running it at 3 is cool in my opinion. So that's why I run it at 3. Then Shaman of the Tenyi. This thing is some cracky sauciness as well, because when you make this thing by linking this thing off in another monster, you could bring this thing back by getting rid of a card. And basically when this thing attacks, now by this thing's effect, it says you when an attack is declared involving your face-up non-effect monster, you target one card your opponent control, destroy it, right? So if they attack this thing, if this thing attacks, you could destroy a card, right? And that is the deck list. Now with that being said, let's go get some live gameplay, and then we'll do the Punk deck list, and then we'll do the live gaplay with that, right? So let's get into that.
Right, gang, here we are for the live gameplay portion of the video. Do not give me no disconnect, bro. Oh, okay. I'm like, jeez. This guy doesn't have a field spell. That's kind of scary. And of course we draw into this stuff, which is also scary. This is dead right now. This is a bad hand. That's also a good hand. I know that made no sense to you, bro, but let me see. I'm gonna activate this thing right here. Don't Ash. Okay, this is nice. What did we banish? We didn't banish the Proto, so alright. So I'm gonna normal summon this. Activate that. Why was your field glowing then? Am I bugging? Yeah, your field was oh my god. Oh, this is what you're doing. So this is my dilemma. Now we have to ash that. Yeah, we have to ash that. We have to ash it. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it, bro. That thing has to get ashed. Get my token. Now, no more shenanigans. Oh, wait, hold on. Do I want to draw 2 cards off of this? Do I want to draw 2 cards off of this? I know we're playing against tier limits, but you know what? Let me see. Nope. Let's look at it. Show me. Back into the deck. What the heck is that? What the heck is that? Okay, so they can Jesus. These are both bad to me. I don't care about this right now. So this is dead right now. So do I just want to send the Merly back? They can special summon this. I don't have a... Yeah, nah, we're gonna get rid of you. I think that's what we're gonna do. Then we're going to go grab Master. We're going to activate the boy. Chain blocker with the Moyi. Even though we're safe. We know we're safe now. They don't really have anything else. Okay, we're gonna join to the Vashuda. And I'm going to grab myself that's fire, water, and dark. Oh yeah, we're good. Yep. Give me that. Yep, add it to the hand. This is nice. I'm gonna activate this. Send this to the yard. Special summoner. Give me a token. We're in the fair. I'm gonna activate this. Yep, definitely going into this thing. That triple tactic talent came in clutch. Give me that. Burn my opponent. Don't scoop. Do not scoop. Please don't scoop, bro. Please don't scoop. Activate this. They're gonna scoop. Ain't no way they're gonna stay in here after this. Yeah, 1. They might be playing Bestial, so yeah. Let's get rid of that thing anyways. 2. Set it down. Activate. Dark. Set down that Cobot. And we're good. I don't know what the heck they're planning on doing. They could probably super poly us if they join to that thing. I hope not. Okay. Am I confused or something? So yeah, it's like, why would I even negate this? Why would I even negate that thing? Like, look, they did. Oh no, they didn't hit anything. They're playing Predator. You're playing Predator, playing branded fusion tiers. What? What is the world coming to, brothers? What is the world coming to? If you're wondering why I let it rock, it's because we do have the Call by the Grave. So if they did hit, you're actually going to try and play through this. Okay. All right, brother. Is this lethal? This is lethal damage, right? I'm not bugging. I don't like doing math. All right, let me see. Is it lethal damage? Wait, that thing can still activate to negate us though. So hold on. Activate. Dark. That's a Soki. That is the Soki. That's the Soki that I freaking saw when I looked at his hand. I completely forgot about that, bro. I'm so sleepy. Okay, so you're negating that. Ironically enough, I could move it with this thing, right? And then I could get a Moyi. And then we could make another level 8. Is that what I'm gonna do right now? Yeah, let me see. Get that out of here. What else? The effect is still gonna go off, and I think this is lethal, right? 4, 59, 57. No, it's not lethal. Wait, no, what am I saying? What? Oh, it's definitely not lethal now. All right, that's fine. That's fine. And then to the hands. Oh, I'm an idiot. Because we don't have a freaking... Well, if I still normal summon this, I do have you in there. So, yeah, this is fine. Okay, congratulations, you play yourselves. Don't scoop, I gotta show the gang all the things, man. Don't scoop, please don't scoop. Oh my god, alright, well, it's a GG's, brothers. It's a cold world we live in. Alright, now that we got that out of the way, let's go into the Punk deck list and replay. Alright, gang, here we are for the Punk version of the video. Birdman's hands rubbing together because this is my favorite part of the video right now. Any chance I get to play Punks, bro, I'm happy. It's my game now. Shut the game down. I already won. What are we talking about? So with that being said, we are running 3 Max C. Some people have asked me, why do you play Max C in a Punk deck? Also, before I even answer that, bro, this is more of a pure Punk deck. All right, just so you know, I have like 20 versions of Punks in my channel, so if you want to go check those out, go check them out. But this is a deck that you can go build right after you buy the pack. This is the easiest deck that you could build, right? That's also beneficial to you. So with that being said, that's why we run 3 Max C. Max C, basically, like I said, some people ask me why I run this in the deck when the deck can already draw cards. The reason why is because this is an Ash check. It's an Ash or Call by the Grave check, because you rather them Ash the Max C than Ash this thing right here. Because if they Ash this thing and you have this thing, you can still play the game, right? But if they Ash this thing, it might be GG's for you. Unless you have these two, which then you might be fine. But that's why I run the Max C. Also, why wouldn't you want to just draw more cards? Like, I do hate this card, but you gotta use it in the meta anyway, so it don't matter. Then we run one Shinobi Necro. It's an SR, so it's not that expensive for you to get. So this is basically when you do the milling with this thing right here. If you hit that thing, then you're just gonna banish it with this thing when you make your level 11s or whatever other shenanigans, and it's gonna come back. This comes back and you get a level 10 on the field, which is really nice. So that's what it is. Level 2 Tuner, level 3 Ash Blossoms. Ash Blossom is because it's, you know, it is spring on your side of the field, so you have to negate some stuff. Also, it is a level 3 tuner that can allow you to go do other things sometimes with whatever you have in the field if you haven't normal summoned yet, right? Then we do have one Yu-Gi-Oh! Sharakasai. You don't need more than one. Sometimes it's good to run it at 2 if you want to. And the only reason why is because sometimes maybe like you want to search it out or something, or maybe it got milled if you're playing against Tears or something like that. But most of the time, if you already got milled by Tears, depending on what you have in the hand, you might not be able to survive a mill, honestly speaking, bro. But it depends, right? I do run it at 1, so it's fine. Then we run one Wagon. This is basically your field searcher. I mean, your field spell searcher. So that's why you only run it at 1. You can run this thing as 2 because this thing has a great effect that even if you get stopped and this thing is on the field, whenever they target it for an attack or target any one of your Punk monsters with any targeting effects, then you get to draw a card, which is really nice. Then we run one Madame Spider. Madame Spider basically searches you out one of these two right here, which are your traps. Then we run one Yu-Gi-Oh! C. Amen. No Punk C. Amen. And this is your 1-card combo, 1-card starter. This thing is just your cracky sauciness, right? Now, this is not part of the Punk line and stuff like that, but I do want to influence you to play in it because this little package right here is just really nice. Basically, you are going to eventually banish cards, so when you do is you're going to activate this thing's effect, grab one of your banished monsters, which a lot of the time could be this or this, bring it back into your deck, special summon this, which is another level 8 as well if you need another level 8 body. But if you can leave it on the field, then your opponent cannot search out cards. They cannot add cards to their hands. So this is just another win condition as well. So that's why I want to add that in there. Then you do run 2. Please, if you can get 2 of them, get 2 Deer Notes. Don't let anybody tell you to play this at 1. The reason why you play this at 2 is because it's another special summon for your Punk monsters. Because sometimes you're going to activate this thing's effect, special summon any one of your Punk monsters, and then if you do your line with this thing, you can special summon it again with this thing and go into your level 8. So you got 2 benefits out of both of them things. Run it at 2. Then we do run Foxy Tune at 3 because again this is another way of starting your combo as well. Then we do run 3 Ogre Dance because Ogre Dance is basically C-Game. Ogre Dance searches out any one of your level 3s and this thing too. So this thing is really nice. Then you are going to run 3 Instant Contact. The reason why you run 3 Instant Contact is because in your extra deck you're going to run a level 7 and a level 5. Now the reason why you do that is because you're going to activate this thing's effect, special summon any one of these, and with your level 3 tuners you got a level 8 Synchro or a level 10 Synchro, which is really nice, right?
Then we are going to run one punk jam. Oh, before I forget, also you're gonna pay life points. So if you go into your Psychic and Punisher, this thing is also beneficial to you anyways, right? Then we do run one punk jam extreme session because you have to start bumping when you're playing punks, bro. You just gotta listen to music is what you do. Draw 2 cards off for this. Banish a punk, special summon a punk. Amazing, right? Why is this in here? Oh, this is because this was a part of my bestial punk deck. So we're gonna get rid of that. And I'll tell you what to add in there in a second. So then we do run 2 emergency teleports. This thing is, I'm telling you, if this was at 3, that's what I would put in here right now. This is just basically says start your combo without normal summoning. It's really nice. It can special summon any one of your level 3 tuners. So I really enjoy it, man. Really nice. So that's why you run that thing at 2. Just remember to use that monster. Don't leave it on the field because, for example, if you activate this and you bring this on the field and you want to have it on the field, unless you use it to go into this thing and then bring it back with Deer Note, then that's okay. But if you're just going to leave it on the field, then no, don't do that because they will get popped at the end of the turn. So we do run 2 Call by the Grave because you have to dial them digits. I do run two evenly matched. Maybe we should run it at 3 now that I got rid of that thing. But, I don't know. Just to go in second, we can play through going second board sometimes, right? I only have 2 infinite impermanents, so that's why I'm playing it at 2. I don't have 3, unfortunately. And then we do run infinite. Oh, I don't have my glasses, bro. I'm like, what? So yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! Punk Dangerous Gabu. Now this thing is basically another imperm. But the only thing is that you will gain life points, which can be nice, yeah, but not when you have Psychic and Punisher on the field. So depending on the type of board that you end on, it's depending on whether you're gonna go with this or this, right? This one is basically just pop a card on the field if you control a punk monster, which most of the time you will on your end board. But also if they do set down a card and you have a punk monster and they end the turn, you get to pop that card anyways. The only thing is that you won't get to pop any card if you don't have a punk monster. And then this is just some cracky sauciness to help you with the current meta now. It's wiretap. When a trap is activated, negate the activation, and if you do, shuffle that card into the deck, which is also really good against tier limits. So that is your own sauciness that I added in there for you. And then what I'm going to do is put Harpy's Feather Dust in here. Or do we put Triple Tactic Talons? Draw more cards, right? Or take over a monster. I think Harpy Feather Duster for backward removal, maybe, yeah. You're either gonna put Harpy Feather Duster in here or Triple Tactic Talent, in my opinion, right off the head. That's what I would do, honestly. So it's up to you. And then for your extra deck, like I said, Elemental Heroes Team because of this thing right here. And then you play Elemental Hero Aquanese again because of this thing right here. Now they will be negated when you bring them out with this thing, so don't be trying to activate effects unless you want to try and bait out some stupidity from your opponent. And then we do run 1 Thunder Dragon Colossus because of this thing right here. Like I said, you're going to grab one of your banished monsters, special summon this thing, tribute it to go into this thing. Then 1 Yu-Gi-Oh! Punk Rising Carp, right? This is your one saucy. This is basically, you can't play this deck without this, honestly speaking, bro. This is your cracky sauciness. You're going to see once we do the combo. I am running 1 Time Frame Omega because I'm not playing the side frame. I don't necessarily like side frame all that much because it's just bricky sometimes, and then you can't use it when you have more. I don't like it all that much, bro. Yeah, it's good when you're going first and they do try to Ash Blossom you get to pop that thing, but then I don't know, I don't like it, man. You could do that if you want to. You could get rid of this thing and you could get rid of 2 cards and then add it in there, but I wouldn't recommend that. I just don't like it. Then we do run 1 Draco Berserker of the 10 year again, level 8. We can go into level 8 synchro like it's nobody's business. I am running 2 Punk Jam Dragon Drives because this is a more pure version. Then you could do this. I'm gonna give you some other advice after I go over this, right? So that's why we run 2 of those, and then you run 2. Oh, what? Oh, 1 Baron the Floor, 1 Sorcerer Supreme 7 Chen Ying. These are the things that you're gonna go into with this thing and any one of your level 3s, right? So that's where they're in there. And then 2 Yu-Gi-Oh! Punk Amazing Dragons, 2 of them because this is more a pure deck version, you know. So it's nice to have 2 and 2 if you're gonna buy the pack, right? And then Psychic and Punisher, this is just your cracky sauciness. A lot of the time you will end up with this thing on the board, and because you pay life points all day every day, this thing is basically unstoppable. And 1 Underworld Goddess of the Underworld because if you have to out a big tower yourself, then it's nice to have this thing. This thing is almost a staple in every deck nowadays, and you can get 4 bodies onto the field like no problem, honestly speaking. So that's why we run her. Now something you could do is get yourself a Zeus. If you don't want to play 2 of these, like if you only want to play 1 Yukioi Dragon, which you can, and 1 Punk Dragon Drive, then what you could do is get yourself a Zeus, right? Get yourself a Zeus and then get yourself a level 8. I would recommend going into this thing, and basically you could get rid of 1 and get rid of right. Well, that happened. So yeah, so basically what you'll do is you're gonna get rid of 1 of your Yukioi Dragons, right? And then 1 of this, what did I got rid of the Baron de Floor because I can't see. But yeah, basically get rid of 1 of these. And then this is what your deck would look like. Now the reason why you could do this is because, for example, this thing can attack directly, which is really nice, and you can go into 2 level 8s like again, like it's nobody's business sometimes. So because of that, you can do this as well if you want to. If you don't want to have to pay the extra UR point to have 2 of these and then have these. But I would recommend, if you're playing it pure, to just keep it that way, right? So yeah, if you don't want to play with the play them with the Xyz monster, then just keep the deck like this. It's fine. So this is what I'm gonna use right now. Let's get into some live gameplays, right? Right, gang, here we are for the live gameplay portion of the video for the Punk version, and I'm excited. Oh yes, look at that. That is a nice hand, bro. That I don't like that field glow. I'm not gonna lie. Because of that field glow, I'm actually tempted to start out with this thing. So we could have it around the floor at some point in time. So let me see if they want to negate this. No. Okay. I don't think they could negate that with an Ash anyways, but I wanted to see if they had some other shenanigans. So now I know that they don't have a max C at least, right? So I'm gonna normal summon this, and if they do Ash Blossom this thing, well, we have a level 10, right? Oh my god, it's free real estate. Okay, so let me see. We already normal summon, so we definitely have to go here. It's just the right thing to do, brother. So we're gonna activate this thing's effect. I don't need the evenly match anymore. We're gonna activate the second effect, right? Get that out of there. You had an Ash? Why is your field glowing, bro? Get this out of here. And oh, maybe a Bestial card? That's okay, that's fine. So I'm going to special summon my boy. And then, honestly speaking, yeah, I'm gonna make that around the floor right now, bro. This is what I'm gonna do. It needs to happen, okay? It just needs to happen. Because I don't know what the heck that is. I think it's a Bestial card, which I'm kind of okay with. But before we do all of that, I gotta do this, right? So I'm gonna activate this thing's effect. We're gonna pay them taxes. We're gonna use my boy right here and the Sea Aiming that we have in the hand. Special summon that thing. We don't need to activate this, but let me see if they want to do something to it. It's glow. It's definitely a Bestial card, bro. It has to. Yup. There it is. Okay, so do I mind them doing that? That is the only light monster that I have in the graveyard. We don't even have a dark monster down there yet either, which I don't necessarily like. I don't know, because the thing is that I'm going to need to banish that thing if we're gonna go into our level 8, right? That's what I'm thinking right now. Or do I just wanna I don't know, bro. Cause this thing is not really, you know what, I'm gonna let it rock. I'm just gonna let it rock. We gonna let it rock. I'm gonna activate this thing's effect, send it to the yard, and then we're gonna get a Deer Note. And we could go for the trap, but I do want my field spell, so let's do this. I'm going to activate this thing's effect. Getting my jam, because we gotta start listening to music, bro. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta do that one time for the one time, honestly. And I know what he's trying to do. He wants me to pop that thing. I'm not gonna pop it. It's just it's not necessary. Now I could go into this thing, pop a card, bring the Yukioi back. We have the bounce back.
What is my benefits with this thing? If I do hit a light monster, it'll be nice. But if we don't, see, at this point in time, I could either go for the secure play with this thing, which is what I should do, but I'm stupid, bro. So I want to do this, and maybe get into some dark and light monsters. Dang it, bro. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's just do it. Get him out of there. Set that down. We're going to activate that thing's effect. We're going to activate this thing's effect. And we're going to bring back the... You always have to bring him back if you didn't leave him on the field, because this is how you're going to play on your opponent's turn to bounce cards back. It has to be done that way, bro. Otherwise, then I don't know what the heck you're doing. Set that down. Give me... Okay, that's what I'm talking about. We have a dark and set... We made the right choice. We made the right choice. Now, I'm going to grab this 100%. I'm sad that we didn't hit the Necro. The Necro would have been nice. So what I'm going to do is activate this. Send it to the yard. Yep, 2. I'm going to grab myself this right here. Oh my god, this worked out perfectly. I'm glad this worked like this for the video. Grab this. Now, she gotta go. Yep, special summon Shorty. Bring her out here. We're gonna pay some taxes, because when you pay taxes, you get to draw a card, bro. That's just what happens. I'm gonna draw that. Should have kind of went for the negate, but I am gonna make a Psychic End Punisher, so I don't really care. Oh my goodness. Well, no, we don't need to do that. We don't need to do that at all. See, right? No, I'm not. I don't have time. I gotta do this. So we're gonna grab this, do that, right? Send him to the yard. Bring that boy up here. We're going to activate this. We're gonna banish that. See, that's why when he took the Foxy Tune, it was kind of sad times for me, but it's okay now. Bring him out here. Oh my god, this is just beautiful, bro. Set it. Set it. See, I could banish that thing right now. Pay some light points, get rid of the thing, but it's fine. This is how we're gonna leave it. This is how we're gonna leave it. Bring it, bro. Bring it, bro. I'm ready. I'm so happy that I got to do this. Now, if I pop that thing, they're gonna send something down there. I don't really care about that right now. It's fine. We don't need to pop that thing yet. It took me forever to make my board because I was talking. Okay, yeah, that thing is getting popped ASAP. I don't even care. I don't even care. Get that thing out of here. Because this thing will get banished when I activate this effect. I don't want them drawing a card. It's just not something I want them doing. Correct. Activate it. This is branded Despia, bro. Yup, congratulations. We don't care. Get him. Get him. I'm sorry, Kyle, bro. This is for a video, bro. You're on YouTube right now. It's trust me, bro. You're good. You're good. What else? Attack position. Come on, brother. This is not what you should be doing right now, man. Yep. Of course. I mean, Kyle, bro, come. You should have just cooped when I made the board. You haven't seen my videos, bro. You don't know who I am, punk. Listen, man, that is the end of the. Look, people messaging me about what I did, bro. It's fine. That is the end of the video, guys. If you guys enjoyed the content, please leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe for the boy. I would greatly appreciate it. I hope you guys learned something. I hope this helped you
do whatever you need to do with the new pack. Again, I have like 1,000 variations of Punk. I haven't really played all that much Torso. I was actually rusty when I was playing that game, just so you know, and I'm super sleepy. But either way, when I'm playing Punk, I'm having fun, bro. I don't really care. So with that being said, continue having a great day. Like I said, leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you have any comment, questions, and concerns, comment section, I always reply. With that being said, I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.